Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a gold turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the league. Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time today. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling. When they had so much NFL talent, speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
Caught in the backfield, it's Blunt. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now up.
So Florida State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep every...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. After the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Ball's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Headed to the end zone. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Go straight ahead. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Now adjusting. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they're able to get him down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Now they'll run the draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Feeling some heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
7, Florida State, 0.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Paul. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the tackler. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Florida State, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Rasmussen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Second down.
On second down, he'll fire. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to slam it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Caught in the backfield. It's Blunt. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The play action fake. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami. I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Right back to it. And tackled there by the defense. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man on the right. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the catch and knocked down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pulls it, fired, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They're trying to get to it, using the quick game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Noles! A great catch and run for 6. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes the connection. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after that completion. Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Caught behind the line. It's Blunt. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Reads it, fires complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's so disappointing for the offense, too, because they pride themselves on being physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down, but David, he just couldn't hold on to it, and the defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there, and more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Whitaker. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He wants to pass it on second down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, going up top. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Caught. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to the air one more time. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Knolls.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game. It doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going. And when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Dialing up the second down pass play. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's looking to throw it. The pass intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off and shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way back.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making the plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quickly to the tight end. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in, it's Fleming. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll throw it on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On second down, wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A third and long coming up here. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Feeling some heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.